Both McDonough and Gilman believe in great sportsmanship in words and actions. We wholeheartedly embrace the position that coaches, student-athletes, and fans must display respect, fairness, and civility before, during, and after all athletic contests. Please cheer positively for your team. Best of luck to both teams today. And now, the gentlemen songsters and women of note will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare of us bursting in air, yet proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the
And now, for a few announcements. McDonough community members, don't forget to stop by the hospitality tent for food, fellowship, and Eagle swag. Visit the McDonough Funds booth to learn about how you can enter a raffle for exciting prizes or make your annual gift or pledge. Bathrooms are located at the north end of the visitor stadium. We are also happy to announce that this game will be the featured high school highlight reel on NBC Sunday night football versus Ravens and Patriots football game. McDonough wins the toss and defers.
Testing live stream audio. 1, 2, 3. Testing. It's gonna be really bad for now. Testing live stream audio. Testing, testing.
Testing.
Good afternoon and welcome to the McDonough Press Box. I'm Jack McKinnell.
And I'm Noah Renner.
It's a beautiful Saturday, a special edition of the McDonough Press Box. It's the 104th annual McDonough-Gilman football game.
It's McDonough, it's Gilman, it's the rivalry you all know and love kicking off right now.
McDonough Eagles undefeated so far this season, looking to finish out their regular season at 10-0. Senior day for McDonough, special day for these Eagles. It's a Beatty with a kickoff, and it's a touchback. Hounds will have a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Touchback from Harrison Beatty.
1-8 Gilman versus 9-0 McDonough. McDonough's looking for to finish the home stretch of games that they had by doing all of them, winning by running clock.
First offensive drive for the Hounds. They're going to line up in shotgun formation with 3 running backs in the backfield, or 3 backs in the backfield. And flag already on the first play. It's going to be a false start on the Hounds, moving them back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 15-yard line for the Hounds.
False start.
Hounds line up in the same formation again. Snap the ball, handoffs to the right side. Running back brought down after a gain of, looks like 2 yards there.
Good start for the Eagles. Quan Williamson on the play. Something they've been very good at this year has been the defense.
Quan Williams tackles Keon
Eagles
Twain.
still have yet to allow
2nd and 12.
100 points this year. Nice job again by the Eagles.
Gain of 2 yards on that carry on 2nd down. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Hounds. Haven't seen a pass
Tackled
yet.
by Ethan Robinson. 2nd and 12.
Gilman's using that same formation again on 3rd down. We'll see if they try and hand it off or if they go for a pass this time. It's going to be a handoff around the right side, and he's brought down. There's Dom
there's a flag,
Solis on the
though.
tackle, but there's a flag.
That might be a horse collar tackle on Dom Solis.
Flag in the play. Horse collar.
That's a 1st down Gilman.
We apologize for the very loud audio from our mic downstairs. We're having some technical issues, so currently that is also being broadcast over the stream. We're doing everything we can to resolve this issue. In the meantime, please forgive us for that.
Believe horse collar.
Yep, that was a horse collar.
Okay, so horse collar is not an automatic 1st
3rd and
down,
1.
apparently.
Gilman.
It
That's
just
it.
brings them up to 3rd and 1.
Yep, there's a 10-yard penalty. They'll replay that 3rd down. 3rd and 1 here. QB will sneak it, and he gets the 1st down easily. The ball is out.
Ball's out. McDonough football.
I don't know. Looks like Gilman might have recovered that. There's number 33 denied Dennis Sutton at the bottom of that pile. Not sure if he got the football,
Yep,
though.
that's McDonough
Looks like
football.
he
The
did.
defense is
McDonough
coming
ball.
off the field.
Fumble recovered by denied Dennis Sutton.
It's
Great start for the Eagles on that first defensive stand. Denied Dennis Sutton with that fumble recovery. Haven't seen the Hounds take to the air yet. It's been all runs so far.
And
but,
Chris Jenner is starting quarterback on senior day.
So the Eagles' usual starting quarterback is number 15, sophomore Preston Howard, but they're going to bring out the senior, number 7, Chris Jenner, Columbia commit for football. He's going to start this first drive for the Eagles.
There's all seniors out there right now against Gilman.
Handoff to Giovanni Procaccini, number 24, gets to the left side. It's going to be a gain of 2 yards for the Eagles, 2nd and 8.
So cool to see them doing this with the seniors. See number 11, Chase Reddish in there. Number 7, Chris Jenner. Dane Swanson's out there. Curtis Jacobs, unfortunately, is out with a concussion for this game. But on senior day, we have to recognize all that he has done for the program, too.
Seems like we've resolved our issue with the microphone downstairs. Our audio is looking up now.
Shout out to Spencer Eldridge for fixing that. Great work by our senior press box manager. Right.
Eagles continue to use their 2 running back set. It's fullback Ethan Robinson and Procaccini in the backfield, along with Chris Jenner. Jenner drops back to pass. He's looking for his target downfield. Pass is incomplete, slightly behind number 9, Jameer Roberts.
Eagles have great field position, but haven't been able to do anything with it. It's 3rd and 8, and we'll see what Coach Soule draws up on for this play.
If the Eagles cannot convert this first down, they are in Harrison Beatty field goal range, as he's already shown this season.
Harrison Beatty, another senior, that if he could set a record for field goal, maybe Eagles lose a couple yards just to give him a longer field goal. We'd love to see that.
Eagles continue to use the same set. They're going to have 2 receivers out wide to the left and 1 to the right. Jenner's in the shotgun. Moving across formation by number 12, Dante Trader. It's going to be an end around to Trader. Trader finds a hole on the right side, breaks a few tackles, and he's brought down after a gain of 4 yards. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Eagles.
Trader, great athlete. Nice play call, but could not get the first down. And 4th down, field goal range. I'm expecting Harrison Beatty to trot on for this play.
Looks like the offense is staying on the field, however. Number 7, Chris Jenner, is talking to the coaches by the sideline, and he's going back on. Eagles are going to go for it on this 4th down early in the first quarter.
It's the Gilman game. You want to score quick and early. I like the play call.
Yeah.
So Dante Trader is in the slot right now.
Eagles using the same set again. Gilman brings an extra man up to the line.
Oh, quick throw.
Pass is complete to number 9, Jameer Roberts. Looks like he had the first down.
And he got it on the second push anyway. Good
Like
job by
that second
Jameer
effort got it
Roberts.
for him. Comes out of that play limping a little bit. But looks like he's all right. That will move the chains for the Eagles. 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line.
And Jane Swanson coming in with the play. Nice job being resilient on that drive. Got to 4th down, but it did not matter. Beautiful throw by Chris Jenner to Jameer Roberts, who has been a big playmaker for the Eagles all week, and he's still being something to watch throughout the game.
Jenner takes a snap.
Oh,
Fumbles the
Giovanni
Procaccini. Great hands. Came down with that ball. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards, but much better than a fumble recovered by the Hounds for the Eagles.
Giovanni with his sure hands. Looks like they were trying to do like a shovel sweep that, but anyway, they got the ball back, and that's all that matters.
Yep, looked like Jenner got ahead of himself a little bit. Was already trying to hand it off to Procaccini before he had the ball.
Yes,
but
sir.
Giovanni managed to come up with it. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Eagles.
Let's see what the Eagles decide to do here, and
Looks like a stoppage of time by the referees. Yep, it is.
looks like, all right, play looks like it's about to happen. Oh, they're making Jameer Roberts go off the field, I
They're
believe.
forcing a substitution. Looks like the referee saw Roberts limping. They're going to send in number 5, Johnny Cool, for the receiver to be the receiver on the right side.
One of the greatest names in football, Johnny Cool. 2 running backs in the backfield. Johnny Cool to the right, Dane and Dante to the left.
Jenner's looking to pass. He's looking for Johnny Cool. Pass is complete. That's going to be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 9.
We've seen that quick passing from Chris Jenner. Tried to take one shot down the field, but did not work out.
Pass to Johnny Cool is good for 4 yards. 3rd and 9.
Right, it will be 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. And you got to expect a pass here, unless they want to try to do another end around with Dante Trader.
Eagles are going to change up their set. They got Giovanni Procaccini in the backfield and 3 receivers split out to the left side. Jenner drops back to pass. He's looking for the left side.
Oh,
pass was intended for Dante Trader. He draws the pass interference. Great work by Jenner and Trader.
Wasn't the best throw, but good job by Dante Trader to draw the pass interference. It will be 1st and goal for the Eagles. And the student section is rowdy, saying, no, Gilman, you cannot do that. That was pass interference.
Pass interference on number 10.
So that's pass interference on number 10. It might still be 3rd down for the, nope, the chains are moving. That was an automatic 1st down.
Saw Dante Trader head to the sideline after that play. Senior number 11, Chase Reddish, takes the field instead. Looks like that was a 10-yard penalty there, so it will be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Good to see the senior Eagles in there,
Eagles take the
including
ball at
Ethan
the
Robinson
14-yard
in the
line.
backfield also.
Jenner takes a snap. Handoff is to Procaccini.
He is met at the goal line, at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Eagles.
Second and 9, or do they lose some yards on that? I think we'll be 2nd and 11 for the Eagles.
Procaccini runs for a loss of 1 yard.
Good play by
2nd
Gilman
and
on
11.
that.
The Eagles' offense has looked good, but not great on that drive. You can tell the difference from when Preston Howard and Chris Jenner are on the field. Howard is just absolutely electric with his passing and running ability at that dual threat quarterback.
Howard brings another dimension to the game that is really hard to plan for.
Jenner almost loses the snap again, and he's crushed in the backfield. That's a loss of 10 yards on that sack. Jenner was just not ready for that player to come in. Not great work by the offensive line on that play. It's going to be a loss of 10 yards, 3rd and looks like 21.
It's a rough start for the offense, but they found ways to get out of sticky situations
Jenner is
before.
sacked
Let's
for
hope
a
they can
loss
do it
of
again.
7 by
It's
number
3rd and
42.
very long.
Looks like 16 or 17 yards to get this 1st down here. And an
Aces
extra
formation.
4 to the goal line. Procaccini lines up in the backfield with Jenner. He's looking downfield. He's ready to pass. He dumps it off to Dante Trader. Trader breaks the tackle. He gets around a couple defenders. He's inside. He's to the 5-yard line. He might not have moved the chains, though. Great work by Dante Trader.
Dante Trader takes what would have been a gain of about 5 and turns it into a gain of like 15, I'm guessing. It's going to be 4th and about
Pass
2.
to Dante Trader is good for 15 yards.
And that 4th and 2 compared to 4th and 21.
McDonough.
He'll always take the
Yeah,
shorter yardage.
Great work by Trader.
And the Eagles now are in a position to go for it.
Yep, still not bringing Harrison Beatty onto the field. They are
4th and 2.
pedal to the metal on this 1st drive.
And I think Gilman wants to talk about this. Yes, timeout
Yep.
Gilman.
Timeout called by Gilman.
Timeout Gilman.
Interesting 1st drive for the Eagles. Usually when they have those 4th downs and short field goal range, they'll bring out Harrison Beatty, take the guaranteed 3 points. But keeping their offense on the field, they're going for it hard early in this 1st drive. They want that 7 point. They want those 7 points on the board.
They want to stick it to the Greyhounds early, as you want to do in a rivalry game. Eagles want to score fast and not look back. And we'll see if they decide to. And it looks like the offense will be on the field for this 4th and 2. Let's see what play call they decide to go with.
See number 15, Preston Howard, usual starting quarterback. He's supporting Jenner the entire time. He's in the huddle with his team, hyping him up. Great leadership.
Great team camaraderie among the quarterback group on this Eagles football team.
Jenner's in the shotgun. Looks like they drew the Hounds off sides.
Yep, that is an offsides and big mistake by Gilman. That will be 1st and goal, Eagles.
Yep, the half the distance of the goal penalty. The great work by Chris Jenner and the coaches with that hard snap count, drawing the Greyhounds off sides. It's going to move the chains for them.
Yep, Gilman is backing up. 1st and goal from,
Looks like the 2-yard line.
yes it does. Ethan Robinson is coming in. Would love to see him get a touchdown.
Eagles like to use the I formation at the goal line. Usually got the quarterback, fullback, and running back all lined up in a line in the backfield. We'll see if they use it this time.
They will.
They will come out in the I formation. Got 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left if they choose for a play-action pass. It's most likely going to be a handoff to Procaccini up the middle. And it is.
He is
Procaccini brought down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a gain of no yards. Hounds were ready for that run up the middle.
Eagles have had trouble running today. Hopefully they get that fixed. after they put this one in.
No gain on the play.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Second down.
Clock has been running down fast in this first quarter. Basically no passing plays by either team, and when there were passes, they were complete. So this clock has just continued to run. Eagles use the I formation again. It's going to be a pitch to Procaccini to the right side this time. He's just got to get around the edge.
Oh,
and he's brought down. That's going to be a horse collar. Procaccini was brought down in the line of scrimmage again, but obvious horse collar tackle at the end of that play. It's going to be a first down and goal from the 1-yard line after this penalty.
Second horse collar we've seen this game. It's always going to be called. First and goal, Eagles. Some
penalties are hard for the referees to see, but horse collar tackle is not one of them. When you see a running back flying across the field, it's usually because the defender's got his hand in his helmet or his jersey.
Yep, they're switching the down marker, I believe. Or it might. Not sure it's an automatic first down.
It's not an automatic first down. Interesting. So that only nets the Eagles 1 yard on that penalty.
So actually helps Gilman out a bit. I mean,
puts him in almost the exact same spot. They're going to use the I formation again. Procaccini walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
6-0 early. McDonough stuck it with their offense. Had a few mistakes, but finally put it in. Giovanni Procaccini, 1-yard touchdown run. It's 6-0 Eagles.
Yep. Eagles tried to get Procaccini to punch it in a couple times. It wasn't working, but they stuck with their man, made sure he got that touchdown, and put those 6 points up on the board.
Now the best kicker in the nation, Harrison Beatty, trots on for the extra point.
Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up and through the upright. Your score with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. McDonough Eagles 7, Gilman Greyhounds 0.
I think that's exactly how the Eagles want to start this game off. A long clock milking drive. We just wear the defense down. And at the end, run it in with Giovanni. They have stayed true to who they are, and they will be kicking off.
Yep. Eagles' decision to not take those couple field goal opportunities paid off to get those 7 points up on the board. Brought about 6 minutes off the clock on that drive. It's great work by the Eagles.
No, they would be kicking off to a Gilman offense that was not able to do anything against the stout Eagles defense that has yet to let up 100 points this season.
100 total points.
Yes.
See Harrison Beatty with his second kickoff of the day. First one resulted in a touchback, as most of his kickoffs do. See if he can continue his streak with the second one.
Beatty kicks off. And
looks like it's going to be another touchback. Yep. Another first and 10 for the Hounds at their own 20-yard line yet again. Offense looked decent the last drive. A couple good runs. Their QB sneak to get that first down was looking good until their quarterback coughed the ball up. It was recovered by Dennis Sutton.
Very aware play by the Eagles defense. Just has to stop the run against this Gilman team. Will be first and 10 for the Greyhounds.
It's a QB sneak for the Hounds. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 1 yard on first down. Looks like Ethan Robinson, main man on that stop there.
Good work by Beefin on that play.
Tackled by Quan Williams. 2nd and 7, Gilman.
Very short run, 2nd and 7.
It's going to be another QB sneak. Looks like they're running the Wildcat here.
Eagles only letting up a couple yards on that one, too. It will be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, have not seen the Hounds throw a pass yet. It's been all designed quarterback runs or handoffs so far this game. It's interesting.
3rd and 4.
They like to have that stacked backfield also. It looks like there are 3 guys back there behind the line of scrimmage, not including the quarterback.
Tackled by Aiden Hurley.
And I believe that is 4th down after the stop.
Yep, will be 4th down for the Hounds. Oh, sorry, 3rd down. 3rd down for the Hounds.
I don't know. Nope, it is 4th down.
No,
they
it
forgot
is
to switch
fourth.
the
Yeah,
markers.
they just didn't switch the down markers.
And Gilman has to call their 2nd timeout of the day. The team did not know that it was 4th down. Might be a costly mistake in the
Timeout
future
Gilman.
when they need those timeouts. Only leaves them with 1.
Yeah, bit of confusion between the referees, Gilman sideline, the players there. Offense was still on the field on that 4th and short, and the special teams unit tried to take the field, run out of time on that play clock, had to call their 2nd timeout of the half early. It's only going to leave them with 1 going into that 2nd quarter.
And now McDonough's offense will be getting the football back. Let's see if we can get an electric return from one of our favorite players, Jameer Roberts, who has really turned into a superstar on this McDonough Eagles football team throughout the year.
Looks like Roberts isn't actually going to be returning this time, though. Looks like number 24, Giovanni Procaccini, and number 12, Dante Trader.
Giovanni, not already a superstar, just as electric as the other guys. He is walking back.
Yes. Looks like Gilman was missing their long snapper.
Big protection. Big guy back there for protection. Oh, close to being
Managed to get the
blocked.
punt off. It's a high and short punt. Eagles are going to let it bounce. Takes a nice friendly roll. It's going to be downed at the Hounds' 43-yard line.
Eagles get to start off with the ball again in Gilman territory. And
Eagles
let's see
offense
who they roll out at quarterback
43
now. If they stay with the senior Chris Jenner or if the electric playmaker Preston Howard comes back onto the field.
Looks like Jenner's going to lead the field again, lead the team again. He's got his helmet on. Howard stays on the sideline.
It's cool that Chris Jenner, one of his final games, probably his last start of his career, gets to be out here for at least the first quarter, slinging the pigskin for the Eagles.
Yep. As much as we love Howard, Jenner is still a very talented quarterback in his own right. It's great to see him out there on senior day. Dante Trader moves across formation. They're going to hand it off to Trader. He cuts up the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, he finds some room on the left side. Breaks another tackle. Howard, he cuts back. Trader cuts back. He breaks another tackle. He's still on his feet, and he pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 25 yards by Dante Trader.
Dante Trader has
Absolutely
all
incredible.
the moves. He wants all the smoke. Doing all juke, spin move, cut back, spin move.
Hounds
Amazing
just
run.
could not bring him down. Continued to stay on his feet. Any hole he sees, he can cut through it immediately.
It's the second one of those we've seen
First down,
in this
Eagles.
game from Dante Trader. He's just electric when the ball's in his hands. A true playmaker on the offensive side of the football. And defensive side. We've seen his play at safety also. Looks like we got trips to the right.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 20-yard line. Whistle blows before the snap. Timeout, Eagles.
So McDonough takes their first timeout. Probably wanted to talk over what they were going to do
Timeout,
on this
McDonough.
first down. Gilman's defense gets a chance to talk things over, try to figure out how to stop these electric Eagle playmakers like Dante Trader and Giovanni Procaccini.
Yep. Number 9 receiver Jameer Roberts has taken the field again after being sent off the last drive by the referees, but looks like his ankle was a non-issue, and he's back on the field.
Chris,
Go ahead.
after you, my good sir.
The Eagles are trying to add to their lead here with the first quarter winding down.
If they can make it 14-0 before the first quarter ends, Eagles will be in very good position heading in to the second quarter of the football game, up 2 scores.
Yeah, don't want to jinx anything, but we have not seen a close game yet from the Eagles at home so far.
Each and every game has been won by a running clock.
Howard fakes the handoff, or Jenner fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. The
Beautiful
pass is
ball.
complete to Jameer Roberts. Great throw by Chris Jenner.
No more limping for Jameer Roberts. Comes out, runs a beautiful post route. Beautiful throw by Chris Jenner. 14-0, 13-0 Eagles.
Eagles came out of that timeout. Apparently they used it well. That play action pass drew the defense in, and Jameer Roberts was wide open in the end zone.
Precise route running by Jameer Roberts. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Party in the end zone, touchdown Eagles.
Harrison Beatty comes on for his second extra point of the day. Hold by number 3, Jack Dudas. Holds down. Kick is up and through the upright. Your score with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles 14, Hounds 0.
Not a lot of mistakes or
in the first quarter.
far
Score is
downs
14-0.
for the Eagles, like on their first drive. Very efficient drive, about 3 plays, 40 yards, and obviously the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow was a touchdown. 14-0 Eagles, about to kick back off to this Gilman team that has to find a way to move the ball on the offensive side.
Yep, Gilman's been seriously struggling on offense. It's interesting. Their offense seems to be running in a wildcat or a design QB run. So haven't seen any passes from them so far. See if they try something like the option or more pitches to the running backs.
Gilman in the last decade, they have had very athletic quarterbacks such as Kasim Hill, who is going to the University of Tennessee now, and Darius Jennings, I believe was his name. He plays for the Tennessee Titans now. 2 very athletic quarterbacks. But the big thing with them was they could throw the ball also, so they got to figure out a way to do that if they want to beat this McDonough Eagles football team.
Yep, Harrison Beatty with a kickoff. It's another touchback. 1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 20-yard line.
Beatty not giving any of the Gilman athletes a chance to return the football. It will always be a touchback when he's kicking off, unless he wants it to be something else.
See the Eagles defense take the field for the 3rd time. Hoping to continue to lock down the Hounds offense.
Gilman sticking with the interesting formation, like 4 guys in the backfield.
They do drop back to pass. Looks like they were listening to us. Oh, it might be a horse collar tackle.
No flag.
Nope, no flag on the play.
Sack for Dom Solis.
So a gain of 2 yards.
Oh, dang, he got sacked forward. Okay. Gain 2 yards. Dom Solis on the tackle.
Tackled by Dominic Solis.
It's number 9, Kenyon Green in at quarterback for the Hounds.
Gilman.
Let's see what Gilman decides to do on 2nd down.
Got their 3 extra men in the backfield. Oh, denied. Dennis Sutton jumps off sides.
It's going to make it 2nd and short for this Gilman team.
Yep, give him an extra 5 yards towards that 1st down marker.
Dennis Sutton got a little too excited to get after the quarterback on that one.
Yep, he's been a monster on the defensive line so far this year. You've already seen him with that fumble recovery. Be a handoff to the left side to the number 6. He'll move the chains for the Hounds. That's going to be a gain of about 10 yards.
Nice tackle there on the play by Dante Trader to make sure
Tackle made by number
he would
12,
not get
Dante
the edge.
Trader.
It will be 1st down for Gilman, and they have finally moved the chains in this game.
So number 6, Jermaine Conyers on the carry for the Hounds.
See what they decide to do here. Still have not seen a pass from them. They still have that 3 running back formation with 1 wide receiver
1st down.
and a stacked line. Got another wide receiver coming in.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line.
And Gilman takes the
Gilman
final
takes
timeout of the
final
half.
timeout of the half. It is still the 1st quarter, and they just called their final timeout.
Not what you want to see. Oh, obviously, confusion on the Greyhound side of the football.
Timeout Gilman.
They will not be able to stop the clock for the rest of the game. Half. Excuse me. Gilman's band can play all they want, but at the end of the day, they are down 14-0.
Interesting move by the Hounds. They still had a couple seconds left on that play clock. Might have been able to get that play off, but they called a timeout just to be safe, but might come back to bite them later in this half.
McDonough's just fine with that. Gives their defense a chance to recollect and make sure Gilman cannot move the chains again.
Well, that was Gilman's first down of his 1st quarter. See if they can get another one as the quarter winds down. They got a 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the Eagles defensive line. Denied Dennis Sutton in there. Big presence up in the middle.
It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Hounds.
Gilman gains 3 yards.
See out there in Curtis Jacobs' place, a freshman, number 42, Mason Robinson, playing that edge/outside linebacker role.
Fakes the handoff. Eagles bite a bit, but he's still brought down by, looks like that freshman and Dom Solis.
Great job by the Eagles. It will be 3rd and manageable for this Greyhound offense.
Yep, it's a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6, looks like.
3rd and 5. Gilman.
Gilman's got to go. Oh, the quarter winds down. Gilman will have this break to think about their crucial 3rd down play.
At the end of the first quarter, your score, Eagles 14, Greyhounds nothing. Great start to the game by the Eagles.
Yep, absolutely incredible work by the Eagles offense. Great work by the defense as well. That offense led by Dante Trader, Chris Jenner has looked incredible so far. Saw Trader show off his electric speed and athleticism on his 25-yard run.
Now, we've known Chris Jenner can throw the ball, so maybe when it gets to playoff time next week, we'll see some 2 quarterback sets where Preston Howard goes and runs a route because of his exceptional athletic ability. I think that'd be really fun to see. So they're flipping sides of the field. It will be still 3rd and 5 for this Gilman football team.
Yep, Eagles looking to make a big stop here, make the Hounds punt from their own territory again. Could get some great field position, try and put a 3rd touchdown up on the board. Gilman continues to run the same formation.
2 wide receivers, stacked O-line, and 3 backs in the backfield.
It's going to be a handoff to the right side, and he's destroyed at the line of scrimmage. Looks like the whole Eagles defensive line on that tackle.
And the quarterback, if he kept it, would not have even been a better move because he got crushed by Aiden Hurdle in the backfield. And Gilman will punt again, and Giovanni will go back to receive again.
Yep, 4th and 5 from their own territory. Gilman's not going to risk it based on the fact that they been struggling to move the chain so far. Looks like the Eagles are trying for a block here. Denied. Dennis Sutton tries to get through. It's almost blocked.
And that is roughing.
Yep, that's going to be roughing the kicker on number 20, Aiden Hurdle. Giovanni Procaccini lets the punt roll out of bounds at the 20-yard line, but number 20, Aiden Hurdle's roughing the kicker penalty will add some more penalty yards on the end of that play.
That will be a 1st down based on yardage. So costly mistake by the young stud linebacker, Aiden Hurdle, but this Eagles defense will just have to take care of business again.
Yeah. Really sloppy play by the Eagles there. You got to be disciplined on 4th down. Just cannot give up those automatic 1st down penalties.
Now, if he touched the ball, then touched the punter, even if he just, clipped it, it would not have been roughing the kicker. But since he did not touch the ball and just ran into the kicker full steam ahead, it's not going to go over well for him. 15-yard penalty, 1st down, Greyhounds.
Yep, Hounds move into the Eagles' territory. They get a 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 48-yard line.
They're going quickly.
Oh, who was that on the tackle? Looks like Jackson Bonnets. Said his name all year. He's been an elite linebacker for the Eagles. That's a tackle for loss of 3 yards.
Bonnets, one of our favorite players on this Eagles team, plays like a freight train. You do not want to be tackled by that guy. He hits hard, and he only plays at 1 speed.
2nd and 13 for the Hounds. Low snap, still caught. Looks like a possibly blown play. Their quarterback actually throws the ball, and it's tipped.
Jameer Roberts looked like he might have had a chance of that interception, but it went out of bounds, and the Eagles will take it. It will be 3rd and very long for the Greyhounds.
I'm not sure if that was a double fake handoff or possibly a miscommunication in the backfield, but
nevertheless,
awkward.
Looks like it was the Gilman's first pass of the game.
It's going to be 3rd and very long for the Hounds. They most likely have to take to the air on this play. Nope, they'll hand it off to the left side to number 10, Rywan Lane, but he is brought down. Looks like after a gain of about 2 yards from forward progress, but it's going to be 4th and long. Hounds punt again.
Super easy for the Eagles. This is a one-dimensional offense that Gilman's running. It's run, 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 run. And when you have athletes, that can sometimes work, but
Gilman.
Gilman does not have the type of athletes to do that. It is 4th down, and let's see if the Eagles try to punt this, try to block this punt again. And no, they do not send anyone.
Eagles do not send anyone to blitz. Looks like Procaccini is going to try and return this. He's got a couple blockers on the left side. Procaccini sees a hole. He gets around to the left side. He's got room to run. Oh, and he's crushed. That's number 42. Not sure exactly who that is, but that's number 42 for the Hounds on the tackle.
And that's Gilman's. That's going to be Gilman's highlight of the game so far. Big hit by number 42. Stopping. If Giovanni got past him, it probably would have been a touchdown. So that play stopped the touchdown. Good work by this Gilman special team unit.
Yeah.
And let's see.
See what the Eagles do here. They're starting with a 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Still Chris Jenner out there.
Chris Jenner continues to lead this Eagles offense. It's gone well so far. Coaches will stick with him for as long as they can.
You got to your far right, Jameer Roberts, who had the touchdown on the last drive. It's Aces formation.
Dante Schrader moves across formation. Fake the handoff to him. Handoff is to Giovanni Procaccini. He's got some room to run. Looks like he coughed up the football. If the Eagles keep it, that will be a gain of 9 yards, but it looked like the Hounds might have come up with it.
Fumble.
Procaccini has had a fumbling problem all year. He's probably had at least 7 or 8 fumbles so far this season.
That cancels out our compliment to him of his sure hands recovering that one fumble that Chris Jenner had. Now he has lost the football, I believe. Oh,
looks like
the
that's
Eagles
Cole
came back
Tyrell
up with
comes up with it. Number 75, big man, the center.
I'm sorry,
to
that's
get that football.
That's Bo Bedard that came
Bo
up with
Bedard.
that. Still senior.
Fumble recovered by
Saved
Bo Bedard.
what would have been great field position for this Gilman Greyhounds team. And it will be 2nd down.
No, that actually did move the chains. That's a 1st down for the
Okay.
Eagles. Bit unorthodox, but it got
Whatever
the job
it takes,
done.
I guess. Aces formation again, to the right, to the left.
Jenner fakes the handoff. He drops back to pass. There's someone behind him. And he's sacked.
Jenner's
Going to be a loss of
protection.
10 yards.
I believe that's Gilman's 2nd sack of the game.
Yeah.
Those tackles have got to get on the edge rushers. One thing that has been going well for Gilman has been their pressure on Chris Jenner.
Yep, especially that blindside tackle. He's got to make sure Jenner's protected where he can't see.
So now, it's second and very long.
Yep, 2nd and 20 for the Eagles. You saw Giovanni Procaccini. He's on the sideline now. That's number 8, 18 and Tang in the backfield for the Eagles.
Another senior, 18 and Tang. Great football player, electric athlete.
Dante Schrader moves across formation. They're going to hand it off to AT. He gets
Good
around to the
stiff
right
arm.
side. Good stiff arm, but he's crushed again. The Hounds have had some big tackles today.
Yes, they are a sure tackling football team. And it will be 3rd and very, very long for McDonough.
18 to 10.
Yep.
Tang rushes
It's like
ahead
3rd
for a gain of
and
4 yards.
16 from their own 38-yard line.
16, McDonough.
See what the Eagles do here. Most likely we'll see a pass from Chris Jenner. He's obviously got the arm to get that 1st down.
You got the speed guys out there. You see Jameer. You got Jameer, Dante. Trips to the left is Dante, Johnny Cool, and your 50-50 ball guy, Dane Swanson, another senior.
Screen to Jameer Roberts. He's got room to run. He's got one man to beat. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. He's forced out of bounds at around the 22-yard line. Looks like Roberts almost had that touchdown. He only had one man to beat, but looks like he hit the sideline.
Not sure if he stepped out of bounds, but there's no replay in high school. Again, great play call by the offensive coordinator, Jameer Roberts, with the deceptive speed.
Yep. Once he found some room to run, he was gone.
Great work by Jameer Roberts. He is racking up the receiving yards for this game off of only 2 catches, I believe.
Yep,
Maybe 3.
I think he's had 3 catches so far. That was a 40-yard gain for the Eagles. They got a 1st and 10 from the Hounds' 23-yard line.
It's very hard to stop that when the Eagles have as many athletes.
Jenner with a pass again. It's to Dante Schrader. He breaks a couple tackles. He's to 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Dante Schrader with the 23-yard reception touchdown.
The highlight reel touchdown reception from Dante Schrader. Breaks a couple tackles, spin moves, puts it in. It's 20-0 Eagles midway through the 2nd quarter.
The Eagles' junior transfer receivers, Jameer Roberts and Dante Trader, both have been playing incredible this season. They've shown off their talents today.
On that play, they let the pressure come right in Jenner's face, but Jenner was not frazzled by the pressure. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. It's a touchdown, Eagles.
Yep, hit Trader on that crossing route, broke a couple tackles. He's always seemed like he's throwing defenders to the ground. Beatty's extra point. Oh, it hits the upright. It still might have gone through. It did go through. Off the upright and in.
He cannot miss this year. Even if it's interesting, it's going to go through.
We can pretend he called upright.
Yes.
Your score with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter is Eagles 21-0 Hounds.
Based on how that Gilman offense has been operating, I would not be surprised if we get near that running clock mark sometime near the end of the second quarter.
Yep.
Gilman, I mean, they just can't keep up with our athletes. We're outdoing them in every aspect of the game. And now we would kick it off to them, and they've just got to hope that they can drive it against us. Something that they have shown no capability of doing with their one-dimensional offense.
Yep. If one team goes up by 35 points in the MIAA, the clock continues to run for the rest of the game no matter what, as long as the lead stays above 35 points. This is the MIAA's mercy rule.
And mercy it is. McDonough has won by mercy rule in all, 4 of their home games this year?
I believe 5 so far. I think it's the 6th.
Yes, all 5 of their home games this year.
It's a low booming kick from Harrison Beatty. Yet another touchback for the Eagles.
Low and quick touchback. Harrison Beatty again doing his thing. And the Gilman student section is very quiet right now. It's 21-0. Not a lot to cheer about. The 104th McDonogh Gilman game is going well, very, very well for the Eagles.
Hounds got another 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Continue to use that 4 men in the backfield formation. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's crushed. That was Jackson Bonnets breaking through the offensive line. That'll be a 4-yard tackle for loss.
They can't do anything. These guys are quicker and faster, and the O-line just cannot handle the pressure coming from the Eagles. Great play by Jackson Bonnets.
By Jackson Bonnets for a loss of 3 yards.
It's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Hounds. Looks like they are dropping back to pass. He's under pressure by Dennis Sutton, and he's sacked. That was number 42
I think that's going to be a roughing
Eagles.
the passer on Dennis Sutton.
Mason Robinson on the sack, number 42, but a flag is down.
Looks like holding on us. So that's going to be, besides the great pressure again by the Eagles defense, it looks like this will be positive yardage for the opposing Greyhounds team.
Flag. Face mask on McDonough.
It's a face mask penalty on the Eagles. That's going to
Okay.
move the Hounds up 15 yards.
Personal
Negate that
foul.
sack.
Eagles have been a little undisciplined today.
Yep, lots of penalties so far.
Second and more manageable now. Let's see if the Eagles break through the line again, like it's been a revolving door.
Handoff to the left side. Eagles are all over that. It's going to be 3rd down after that. Looks like 3rd and 7 from the 24-yard line.
They cannot run against this Eagles defense, and they have been trying their hardest to.
Tackle by Quan
Yep.
Williams and Jackson
Looks like
Bonnets.
the Greyhounds wide receiver was in at quarterback for that play. They'll bring, looks like number 9 is
38,
back in
Gilman.
as quarterback, but obviously they're moving a lot of people there to receive those snaps. It's going to be a sack for Jackson Bonnets on that attempted QB sneak.
This play calling is just, I don't know what they're doing.
It's been questionable at best for the Greyhounds. You've seen about
Off by
4 different
Jackson
players
Bonnets for a
taking
loss of 1
taking
yard.
those snaps at quarterback, but only one of them has attempted to pass so far.
It's been a run, and to no avail. The Eagles have stopped it every single time.
Fortunately for the Eagles, got plenty of talent at the linebacker, defensive line positions. Giovanni Procaccini
I think it hit
calls
him,
for a
but it came
fair
out of
catch,
bounds.
but instead lets the ball bounce out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles there. They got 5.5 minutes to work with in this first half.
Eagles will look to add another touchdown on the board. Want to get closer and closer to this mercy rule victory. They would just love to do that to their rivals. Gilman being the biggest one that they've had, that the Eagles have had for the past 104 years. Eagles will set up around the 35. See Jameer Roberts out there. I think that's Johnny Cool in the slot, and probably Dane Swanson on the outside.
Yep. Eagles move back to their 2 running back set in the backfield. He's going to fake the handoff. He's got a man behind him. It's a screen to number 39, Ethan Robinson. He breaks a tackle.
Beef.
Oh, he cannot be brought down, and he's still on his feet. Makes it to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 25-yard gain.
Fan favorite Ethan Robinson, the senior who's done a little bit of everything for this Eagles football team. Gets a catch and run, broke tackles left and right, taking the Eagles into Gilman territory.
Yep, it'll be 1st and 10 for the 41-yard line. You've seen Robinson at linebacker and fullback mostly this year, and he's been great at everything he's played.
Yeah, that's an exceptional player. Kind of a Swiss Army knife, can do anything you want him to.
Jenner takes a snap. Oh, it's a high snap. He manages to come down with it, and he just drops to the ground. That's going to be a loss of 7 yards for the Eagles.
High snap, but Chris Jenner has had trouble handling the snaps today.
Yep, that one was not his fault, however. Going to go down as a sack in the books for the Hounds.
The 3rd of the day, I believe.
Looks like 2nd and 18 for the Eagles.
2nd and 18.
Don't like to see that. With only 4 minutes left in this first half, they definitely want to put some more points on the board if they're going to make it to this mercy rule quickly.
Sure, they love that running clock, though.
Johnny Cool moves across formation. Jenner drops back to pass. He's got lots of pressure. He passes downfield, intended for Jameer Roberts. Oh, and good breakup. Good coverage by Gilman. Manages to catch up to Roberts. Didn't let him complete that long pass.
A little bit of an underthrown ball by Chris Jenner, but
Pass is incomplete.
tried to take a deep shot, and Jameer Roberts did beat his man, but the throw is just not there. It will be 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Worth a try on that 2nd and long. Roberts definitely had some separation. Maybe just 2 or 3 more yards on that throw from Jenner. But either way, Jenner really showed off his arm.
Yes, Jenner has a
even
cannon
under
of an
pressure,
arm.
he can sling the ball all over the field. So 3rd and 18 for the Eagles from the Hounds' 49-yard line. They're going to use that same formation. Dante Trader lines up in the slot this time. We'll see if he moves across. Timeout is called by the Eagles. Still had 2 timeouts left with only 4 minutes left. Should use their second to last one.
Leaving them with one more timeout just in case they get the ball back to do something. But they've got to get out of this sticky situation there right now. 3rd and very long. Gilman defense has done a pretty nice job on this drive, containing the Eagles' electric offense. That has been more of an air raid today than running the football.
Yep, that is what's going to happen, though, when you get Chris Jenner instead of Preston Howard in the game. Eagles like to pass the ball more often with Jenner and a quarterback.
Yes, and that's not a bad thing when you have the athletes that you have out there on the field.
Yep, McDonough's wide receiver core is incredibly talented. When you got Howard on the field, however, they like to work with those running backs, the play action passes or the option plays. But either way, Eagles offense is electric no matter what.
Sir Giovanni Procaccini is the running back in. Fan favorite Ethan Robinson in at fullback. Got one receiver to the left, 2 to the right.
Jenner's in at shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's under pressure already. He's looking downfield. He lofts the pass downfield to Jameer Roberts. He was wide open again. Roberts comes down with it.
He mossed him.
That's going to be a
he is
40
limping
yard
off the
gain.
field,
Oh, he
though.
limps off the field after that one. Not looking good for Jameer Roberts. But Jameer Roberts came down with that jump ball. He's underthrown a bit again by Chris Jenner, but incredible work by the Eagles.
He goes down. He comes off the field limping, but beautiful play by Jameer Roberts. Absolutely mossing the Gilman defender. You will see him on You Got Mossed in the pre-Monday Night Football segment on ESPN.
It's a 40-yard gain for the
Personal
Eagles.
foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh, and there's a roughing the passer penalty added on to the end of that play as well. That will take the Eagles to the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw by Chris Jenner in the face of pressure. Now the Eagles are set up in prime position to add more points onto the scoreboard.
Yep. The Eagles continue to use that same 2 running back set. Jenner fakes a handoff to Procaccini, hits Dante Trader on the crossing route. Touchdown, Eagles.
Dante Trader's 2nd touchdown of the game. Just a simple slant, but that gets the job done some of the time. It will be 27-0 Eagles with still 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yep. Chris Jenner and his receivers are making it look easy so far. There's play action passes killing the Eagles defense, or the Hounds defense.
Yes. Some fun plays. And some simple plays too, but it's getting the job done against this Gilman team, and Beatty is now on to attempt the extra point.
Hold is good. Kick is easily up and through the uprights this time. Score with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Eagles 28, Hounds 0. We're 1 touchdown away from the running clock mercy rule.
It's exactly what you expect. It's a 1-8 football team versus a 9-0 football team. McDonough has proven himself again and again this year, and are just adding on to this score against this Gilman Greyhounds football team.
Harrison Beatty comes on for his 5th kickoff of the day.
And the Eagles will be getting the ball back to start the second half.
That's tragic for the Hounds.
I assume Jenner will just stay in. He's been running this offense very, very, very well. Yep. Preston Howard gets a game of rest because next week the playoffs will start. It will be another home game for the Eagles. The only question is who we will be playing, either Spalding or Calvert Hall.
Beatty kicks the ball off. It's another low kick, but easily clears that goal line. Touchdown for Harrison, or touchback for Harrison Beatty.
As long as he gets that distance, gets the touchback, it is fine.
Touchback.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the Hounds, yet again from their own 20-yard line. They got 3 minutes and 30 seconds to work with, trying to put some points on the board. Never want to go into halftime with a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Yes, Gilman will try everything they can, but the answer has not been trying to run the football in this option wildcat weird scheme they have.
They will pass on 1st down. Pass intended downfield, but it's a good 10 yards too long. Oh, that is a interesting call from the referee.
I think they're going to get him on defensive holding.
Oh, yeah, most likely. Don't know about that one, but obviously the referee saw something we didn't.
The receiver was behind his man for a second, but had the help from the overtop safety.
Yep, that is defensive holding. Will be an automatic 1st down. Moves those chains 10 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line now.
Defensive holding.
1st down for the Greyhounds.
Yep, their first passing play ended pretty well for them.
They're going again.
Pass again. Oh. Almost intercepted by number 22, Niles Riding, but the pass is complete. It's a 5-yard gain for the Hounds. He got out of bounds, too.
Tried to jump the route. Almost had the interception. You heard the crowd collectively sigh, but 28-0. Eagles are still looking good. And Gilman is finally moving the chains a bit.
Yeah, seen a bit of life in this Gilman offense, but the Eagles are blitzing on this play. The quarterback tries to get around to the right side. He's crushed by number 22, Niles Riding. Picks up his most likely 1st sack of the season.
22 mad about not getting that interception because he knew that was a house call. Makes up for it there with the loss of 5 yards.
Yep, move the Hounds back behind that 10-yard mark. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from their own 29-yard line.
See what they decide to do here. This should be a pass. I don't know. Maybe they'll try to run right
Eagles
here.
showing blitz, however. Yep, they bring the pressure. Pass downfield. It's 5 yards too long. Almost complete, but
Uncatchable football. Gilman's punting unit will come back on. Plenty of time for the Eagles to get another one in and engage this mercy rule.
Yep. Got 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Plenty of time for Chris Jenner to continue to lead this Eagles offense to the end zone. Procaccini is back to return this punt. Eagles barely blitzing. Procaccini's going to let the punt bounce. Oh, takes a great roll for the Hounds. It'll bounce out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from there. Got about 2.5 minutes to work with.
Chris Jenner will get another chance to take this offense down the field.
We'll most likely see the Eagles continue to pass the ball on most of their downs, especially because they only got 1 timeout left in this first half. So they got to keep the clock stopped if they want to put another touchdown on the board. Unfortunately for the Hounds, their defensive backs have not been able to cover the Eagles' quick wide receivers.
Got trips to the left for the Eagles right now. Yeah,
Looks like number
throwing
6,
the
Stephon Egby in the backfield.
He
intended
burnt
downfield
his
for
man.
Dane Swanson. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. That is a 75-yard touchdown complete to number 1, Dane Swanson.
And let's get that clock running. What a play.
Wow.
What a throw. The senior Dane Swanson puts one in. That's a touchdown, Eagles. That is 34-0.
Yep. Swanson found about 5 yards of separation. And then Jenner saw him. Great pass from Chris Jenner. That was incredible placement right in Swanson's arms.
Beautiful throw. Dane Swanson absolutely burnt the cornerback. This clock will begin to run as long as Harrison Beatty makes this extra point.
I feel like you're jinxing him a little bit. Already did that once this year.
I will guarantee that Harrison Beatty makes this extra point.
Uh-oh. It's 5th one of the day. He's 4 for 4 so far. Got 2 minutes left in the first half for the Hounds to give it another try on offense, but it's not been going great for him so far.
Has not been going good for the Greyhounds. The Eagles have been fine. More than fine.
Snap is good. Beatty's kick is through the uprights. Your score with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Eagles 35, Greyhounds 0.
The biggest thrashing of the year is coming in the rivalry game, and Gilman cannot do anything about it. It's going downhill very quickly.
Oh, we forgot about another rule about the mercy rule. It only comes into effect in the second half. So once we come back from our break, you'll see it. You'll see the clock will not stop at all as long as the Hounds don't put any points on the board.
Gilman will get this football back. You got to think they just want to take this thing into the half. It's been a terrible first half for the Greyhounds. It's looking like they're trending towards 1-9. It will be one of the worst seasons for them in program history. Meanwhile, the Eagles are trending towards 10-0, which will tie record for best season in program history.
Beatty with his 6th kickoff, looking to make it his 6th touchback as well. Hounds have 1 man back to return, but he hasn't been able to do anything yet, and he will continue to just stand there and watch the ball get kicked over his head by Harrison Beatty. 1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 20-yard line. Got 2 minutes, 15 seconds to work with. See if they can take to the air and possibly put some points on the board before halftime.
That's all Gilman can hope for right now. Try to make this game a little closer. Crazier things have happened in sports, but it's not looking good for Gilman right now.
Interesting, they line up in Aces wide receiver formation, no man in the backfield on that play. Pass is complete for a gain of 2 yards, but he's inbounds, so that clock will run.
Tackled immediately by Aiden Hurdle.
Yep, Gilman has realized they gotta pass if they want to put some points on the board. So they got rid of their three running back formation. Now they got two receivers to the looks like two receivers to the left, two to the right, one running back in the backfield. But clock is ticking down as they discuss their formation. Got number 12 in his quarterback currently. He's looking to pass. Pass is complete.
Nice throw by
Yep.
number 12.
Good throw on a crossing route.
Clock will continue to run.
Yep. Going to be 3rd and 2 for the Hounds.
Tackle by Ethan Robinson.
His passing plays have looked good. They looks like they just needed to get him started earlier in this half.
Yes, they have gone away from the run. Now with the clock
3rd and
ticking,
3.
they're actually starting to pass, and they're seeing some results from it.
But as we said, Gilman already used all their timeouts. Oh, that pass is incomplete.
Heavy pressure from this Eagles football team.
Yep.
Will they put
Ringing the
another
blitz
one
on that
the
one.
board?
Gilman.
Hounds punting team will come on yet again. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the first half. We'll see if the Eagles try for some more points or if they'll just kneel this half out.
Still plenty of time on the board and one timeout. I mean, run the football, Eagles, but if it happens, it happens. You're up 35-0
The
against
Eagles not bringing the
biggest
pressure on
rival.
that punt. Procaccini calls for a fair catch.
Good call.
Be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 36-yard line. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to work with.
Memorable half for the Eagles, not so memorable for the Greyhounds.
Take the ball at the 37
Well,
yard
it might be memorable, but not in the best
Yeah,
way.
not in a good way.
Looks like Chris Jenner and Giovanni Procaccini will take the field, continue to lead this Eagles offense. Got a couple fresh faces in as well. Number 11, Chase Reddish. Doesn't get a ton of playing time, but he's in on this final drive of the first half. Jenner lines up in the 2 running back set. Takes a snap in the shotgun, hands it off to Procaccini.
Oh, there's a
Multiple
flag.
flags down.
Assuming holding.
Procaccini brought down after a 4-yard gain, but saw 2 referees throw flags on that play. Yeah, most likely holding as it's a run play. Oh, face mask on the Hounds, actually.
Wow.
Wow. They'll add an extra 15 yards to the end of that one and move the chains as well.
Now Gilman's being a little undisciplined. Move those chains.
Yep, they're into the Hounds' territory. Still got 56 seconds to work with. We could see another touchdown. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line now. Jenner gets the play from the sideline, sprints back on. Got 2 receivers out to the left and 1 to the right. They're using their 2 running back set. Jenner takes a snap in the shotgun, hands it off to Procaccini, gets around to the left side, and he's forced out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Say try not to get out of bounds, but Giovanni's running hard, and if it happens, it happens.
Yep, 35 yards to go, 31 seconds to go.
Giovanni Procaccini.
We'll see if they continue to put the ball on the ground, just let this clock run out, or if they let Jenner take a couple shots at the end zone. Procaccini comes out of the game. We'll see who they put in at running back. Looks like number 6, Stephon Egby, is in at running back for the Eagles. Ethan Robinson still at fullback. And flags are thrown. I think it was the delay game. Yep, delay game on the Eagles. Back them up 5 yards.
Flag.
Not great discipline at the end of that first half, but at this point, doesn't matter too much for the Eagles. Harrison Beatty is warming up his kicking leg, though. We could see his first field goal of the day. Jenner takes a snap in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. Pass is complete to Ethan Robinson. He's brought down. That will move the chains for the Eagles on that 2nd down and long. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Clock stops for a 1st down.
See if the Eagles call their timeout here or just let the clock run.
Pass is good to Ethan Robinson.
Yep, they're going to let the clock run. They're in the huddle currently. I think they're going to let the clock run down, call a timeout, and maybe kick a field goal. See Harrison Beatty warming up his leg.
Especially on senior day, give him one chance to do what he does best. In front of all these Eagles fans.
Yep, timeout Eagles.
Timeout McDonough.
They will not even get a chance to ice Beatty since they've used all their timeouts.
Yep, this will be the last play of the first half. See the special teams unit take the field. Got Harrison Beatty kicking and Jack Dudas on the hold. This will be a looks like a 51-yarder for Harrison Beatty. A long field goal, but he's shown that he's absolutely capable of making it. Will be a tough one though, as there's some wind pushing his ball to the left as well.
Love to see these.
But he's kicking from the right hash. Snap is good. Beatty's kick is up.
And it looks
And it's good. Your score at the end of the first half, Eagles 38, Hounds 0. Great work by Harrison Beatty.
Absolutely demolishing of Gilman in the first half. They got to figure out a way to do something in the second half.
At the end of the half, the score is
What can I say? It's 38-0 Eagles. It's another mercy rule second half, and we'll see you then. Signing off for right now. Come back at the end of the start of the second half. I'm Noah Renner.
And I'm Jack McKinnell. We will return in 10 minutes for the beginning of the second half. Welcome back to the McDonough press box. I'm Jack McKinnell.
No, I'm Noah Renner.
Absolute bloodbath in the first half here at John McDonough Stadium. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, but it's probably not so beautiful for Greyhounds fans.
Yes, Gilman has been demolished in this game, and the Eagles will be receiving the ball to start the second half. And the mercy rule will be kicked into effect right as the ball leaves the tee.
Yep, Harrison Beatty added insult to injury at the end of that first half with his 51-yard field goal.
Harrison Beatty getting it done on senior day.
5 for 5 on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goals.
That's
automatic.
Going to earn him a Special Teams Player of the Week in the MIAA. Definitely, that's for sure.
But Eagles offense also looked incredible. We've seen Chris Jenner starting the entire game instead of Preston Howard, but it has not hurt the Eagles offense at all, as they put up 5 touchdowns.
Has not hurt them at all. And
Oh boy. First kickoff for the Hounds doesn't go so well, but there's already a flag down.
And the clock is already stopped. Okay. I thought I'd keep running, but
interesting.
apparently the
Talked
penalty
up the whole mercy rule, but might not even be in effect. I don't know.
might be 42. I thought it was 35.
Looks like Hounds will have to re-kick. Yep, they're bumped 5 yards back, most likely.
Gilman has moved 5 yards back.
Yep, false start on that kickoff. Moved 5 yards back, but that first kickoff didn't look great. It was pretty short.
And now they'll be in. Was this against Gilman?
Yes, it was against Gilman.
Even worse field position. But
Yep.
it's a better, it's barely a better kick.
Fair caught by Niles Riding at the 29-yard line for the Eagles. They're going to have a 1st and 10 from there.
And there goes that clock.
Yep, there goes the clock. So this second half will go by much quicker than the first half did.
Yes, the clock is running. You're probably going to see a lot of running from the Eagles offense.
Yep. See a lot of Giovanni Procaccini,
will take
Stefan
over at the
Egby,
30-yard
and 18 to 10 Tang.
Love to see them do the QB draw with Chris Jenner, just to see those wheels on that guy. Not known as a running quarterback.
No.
Might catch the defense off guard.
But he's a big dude, definitely can break some tackles at what, like 6'5", 6'6"?
Yes, 6'5". Got a heck of an arm. I haven't seen the legs yet this year, though.
Jenner hands it off to Procaccini. He gets around to the right side. Oh, and he's brought down. That's going to be a big loss. Loss of 6 yards, but a horse collar tackle looked like.
Even when the Eagles lose yards, they find a way to
find a way to gain them back.
Procaccini is tackled for a loss of 5. First and
That's been
15.
the story of the game. And Eagles do not care because the clock keeps ticking through the penalty.
Horse collar.
Yep, that was a personal foul, horse collar. So,
Third horse collar of the game.
now remember from earlier, this is not an automatic first down penalty. So, it'll be a net gain of 5 yards for the Eagles. Oh, never mind. That is a 15-yard penalty. That will move the chains. It's first down.
Yes,
I was wrong about everything.
the horse collars have been against McDonough, but Gilman has been so far back that it has not enacted a first down. So
1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 40-yard line. Jenner hands it off to Procaccini. He's
Nice
trying to get
stiff
around to the
arm.
left side. Great stiff arm. He's got good blocking. That's going to be a gain of 9 yards on the play for the Eagles.
don't know why the ref's doing the keep the clock running motion, because the clock is continuing to run. Great run by Giovanni. Nice stiff arm to start that out. That's big number 55 on that Gilman D-line. It'll
No.
be 2nd and 1.
No, is the clock running?
I believe so.
You better catch it.
49-yard line.
All right, that's the end of our stream today. I'm Noah Renner.
2nd and 1 for the Eagles. From their own 49-yard line. Only need that 1 yard to move the chains and get them into Hounds territory at the same time. Jenner lines up in the shotgun. Flag on the play.
I think that's an offsides on Gilman. Yep.
Yep.
I saw 15 get off that edge a little too quickly. Always going to protect the quarterback in that case. Have to stop the play. Gilman shooting themselves in the foot again.
It's gonna. I think that's gonna move the chains for the. Oh no!
Oh, okay.
They're moving them back. False start on the Eagles.
They
False
switched
start on
it
the
to false
Eagles.
start. All right.
Saw that one referee motioning offsides by the near sideline, but he seemed to be overruled. So it's a false start against the Eagles, moving back to 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6
Yep.
for the Eagles.
They're going to continue to use that 2 running back set. Got Ethan Robinson at fullback and Giovanni Procaccini at running back. Jenner drops back to pass. Complete to Ethan Robinson on the right side. That's going to move the chains for the Eagles. Gain of 7 yards.
Love seeing the high usage of these McDonough Eagles seniors finally getting a chance to play in a game that's just fun for the Eagles. Chris Jenner's out there. Ethan Robinson's out there. Chase Reddish is out there. You can see Jack Dudas, the holder, playing some wide receiver out there.
1st and 10, McDonough.
Eagles continue to use the same formation. Got 2 receivers to the left this time. It's 1st and 10. Handoff is to Procaccini. Great spin move. Manages to make something out of nothing. That's a gain of 4 yards. Thought he was going to get brought down in the backfield, but Procaccini with a great spin.
Very quick on his feet. Thought he'd be tackled in the backfield, but not today. Makes it out, and for a positive gain of about 4.
Giovanni Procaccini is brought down at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5, McDonough.
Aces. Oh, no. Sorry. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and the 2 running back set.
2nd and 6. Jenner's looking for a screen pass. It's complete to Dane Swanson, who had that big touchdown at the end of the first half. He's brought down after a 4-yard gain. It will be 3rd and 2 for the Eagles.
Just like that, we are almost to the halfway point of the 3rd quarter.
Dane Swanson received the ball for a gain of 4 yards. 3rd and 2.
Let's see what the Eagles decide to do.
It's 3rd and short. Looks like Stephon Egby in the backfield. Could be AT. It is AT in the backfield. Handoff is to him, but he is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and tackled for a loss of 3 yards.
And Gilman may be happy with that, but they may have sent onto the field the best weapon in college football. In high school football.
High school,
They will be a weapon in college football,
18
though.
to 10 Tang is tackled for a loss of 3 yards.
I don't know what's going on. They're staying in the huddle. I think
Eagles
I don't know.
keep their offense on the field, looks like.
It might be a QB punt, as we've seen in the past with Thomas Brady. Who knows? Eagles waiting for the play. That play clock is ticking down. You got to expect a timeout to be called.
Yep. They use the timeout to think about whether they're going to bring Harrison Beatty on the field and punt or if they're going to go for it. This is a good situation to go for it, but they're already up by so much they might not. They might just decide to punt the ball away.
It is a timeout, McDonough, and it looks like the special teams unit is trotting on to the field.
Live game.
Oh, the Eagles actually took the delay game penalty to keep the clock running. That's actually a great move because they decided to punt, but
great work by the McDonough Eagles
good.
team.
That's just a smart coaching decision right there.
Great football knowledge.
Yep. Sometimes, in this game it isn't, but sometimes the little things can win or lose you a game. When you're up by 38, probably not so important, but good coaching by the Eagles. Harrison Beatty takes the high snap, still gets the punt off. It's a booming kick. Takes a nice Eagles roll.
Oh,
and it's down at the 7-yard line for the Hounds by number 25, Jackson Bonnets. Phenomenal punt by Harrison Beatty.
Stopped right where he wanted it to. Another punt, pinned down inside the 10-yard line.
The 1st and 10 for the Hounds from their own 6-yard line, or 7-yard line looks like. Got a long way to go to the other end zone. Only have 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter as the clock has continued to run. Seems like you haven't caught it yet.
Yeah. McDonough will start. Gilman will start in very, very, very tough field position, especially since they've not been able to move the ball consistently.
They've moved back to that 3 running back set. Still dropping back to pass, though. Pass is way overthrown downfield, but I think I see a flag down.
Passing complete.
It'd be difficult to tell who this is against. It's probably hands to the face on the defense or holding against the offense.
It was on the offense. Looks like holding, so half the distance to the goal. If this penalty is accepted, however.
Remember, if they get into that end zone, a holding in the end zone does count as a safety, so just rule book check. Want to stay disciplined when they're this far backed up.
Penalty is declined by the Eagles. That's a smart play there, because if they did accept it, it'd be half the distance to the goal penalty, but 1st down would be replayed. The Eagles instead elect to decline the penalty, making it 2nd down and 10.
Again, a smart football decision by Coach Sule. He's eating at the line.
Handoff destroyed at the line. That was number 55. I believe that's Quan Williams with the stop at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Hounds.
This may go down as the fastest McDonough Gilman game ever. We are already coming down to the end of the 3rd quarter.
We're only an hour and a half in.
Yep.
3rd and 11, Gilman.
Now they're passing.
He's under pressure in the end zone.
Oh.
Pass is overthrown, intended for number 10 on
Pass
Gilman.
incomplete.
It's going to be 4th down from
4th and
their
11.
own 5-yard line
Right
for the Hounds. Let's see if the Eagles try and bring a couple men to block this punt.
The refs must love a running clock because they just get to sit back and relax, kind of like what we're doing right now. And Gilman will punt again. Let's see if the Eagles send some pressure.
Haven't done so too often yet today. It looks like they're not bringing any pressure. Only got 4 men on the line. Yep, they're going to let Gilman get this punt off. It's a low one. Procaccini fumbles it, but he's got plenty of time to pick it up. He's looking for some blockers on the left side. Oh, he almost stumbles. He stays on his feet. Almost fumbled it too as well.
There's a flag.
Oh my God! And he trips and falls.
And another
at
flag
the
comes down.
43-yard line. Couple flags down. Interesting return by Giovanni Procaccini. Not the most orthodox, but
Flag on the play.
got a
2
couple flags
on the
down.
play.
We'll see. We'll see if they benefit the Eagles or the Hounds. Most likely going to be some sort of block in the back if I had to guess, but we'll see. Referee is discussing the penalties. We'll see what comes out of this. Yep.
Block in the back.
Block in the back. Penalty is declined. Another block in the back. This one is accepted, so it'll subtract 15 yards from that return. Yeah, looks like the Eagles will start with the ball from their own, looks like around the 40-yard line. Yep, 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Eagles. Got to go 60 yards now instead of 45 to get that touchdown. But the clock continued to run that entire time while the referees were talking. There's only a minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter.
Exactly what McDonough wants. A lot of players that we don't hear a lot are going to be out in the field very shortly.
Handoff is to Stephon Egby. He's brought down after a 7-yard gain. Egby's a big guy, downhill runner.
Egby will take over that role of lead back next year with Giovanni graduating and
Stephon Egby gains
18
9
and
yards
Tang
on the
Tang
play.
leaving.
2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9 yards, actually. So 2nd and very short for the Eagles. They're going to use trips receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Egby in the backfield along with Chris Jenner. Jenner takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got Johnny Cool on the screen. Cool catches it. He's got 1 man wrapped around his leg, and he's brought down for a loss of 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles.
0.5 points in a standard PPR league.
Down for a loss of 4.
Catch but the loss of 5
3rd and
yards.
5.
Not the best play for the Eagles. Jenner hesitated too much before hitting Johnny Cool on that screen, but it's all right. They got 1 more opportunity to move the chains here, get into Hounds territory. Only got 8 seconds left. Yep, they're going to let this quarter wind down. We'll see the Eagles return with a 3rd and 5 from their own 45-yard line at the beginning of the 4th quarter. I believe that
At the end of the 3rd
that
quarter,
third quarter went by in a flash.
Yes, it did. 4th quarter coming up, and McDonough looks like it will win the 104th matchup of McDonough Gilman. 1 more quarter to go, and it will complete the undefeated season for McDonough.
Yep, Eagles looked great today, as they have all year. Been unstoppable at John McDonough Stadium.
And Gilman's definitely got to restock up next year on athletes, figure out what they're going to do on offense, because they did not look good at all today. They have not been able to do anything against McDonough.
But as you saw, McDonough has the electric, athletic, got the big guys, just so much talent on this football team.
Hard for any team to face, but specifically one that's I would say he's in the process of rebuilding Gilman. It's a little too much for the Greyhounds to take.
Eagles will switch sides onto the other side of the field. Got that third down here. Jenner stays in the game. Got 3 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. Looks like Hounds might be bringing a little bit of pressure on this third down.
They do tend a lot of people, and Gilman will get the stop, even though
Eggby manages to bully a couple defenders, get a couple extra yards, but it will be 4th down and 1 after this play. Gilman player loses his helmet, has to come off.
Stephon Eggby gains 4 yards.
And I guess the Eagles will go for it.
The Eagles offense stays on the field.
Doing everything they can to make sure the lead stays at 35 above.
They might do the same thing as last time, actually. Might just let that clock run down. They only got 12 on the play clock. We'll see if they try and run a play or not.
Offense is going out. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left.
Not too much time for Jenner. We'll see if he gets the snap off. Does get it off. Handoff is to Eggby. Eggby pushes ahead and gets the first down, moves the chains. Oh, fumble. Ball is out. 1 man to beat. Gilman's at the 30, the 20, number 10. He's at the 10-yard line.
Go, Dane Swanson, go.
Touchdown, Hounds. That was number 10, Raywan Lane, on the fumble recovery, return, and touchdown for the Hounds.
Just like that, the clock is not moving anymore.
Number 10, Lane strips the
Yeah,
ball.
I didn't even see that ball pop out, but Lane managed to recover it, only had Jenner to beat, got around the edge, and waltzed into the end zone.
The shutout is no more. Ball security has got to be something you got to.
Yes.
Something you definitely have to have as a running back, and Eagles running backs have struggled with it a fair amount this year.
Yep, so no longer up by 35 points. Mercy rule will no longer be in effect. The Eagles will most likely try and put some more points on the board then.
You might see Chris Jenner go back to his air raid styles. Maybe get Dane Swanson to run past the cornerback again. Anyway, the Eagles will be fine. It's 1 touchdown. It's 38-7. The only thing is that the clock will now be stopped and won't be continuously running.
Gilman's kicker will come on for his first extra point of the day.
Flag.
They're moving him back.
Flag on the play. Move 5 yards back.
Not
Not
sure
sure
what that was.
Most likely false start or delay game, but can tack on. Will be like a 22-yard extra point instead of 17. Kick is through the uprights, it looked like. Oh, no good, no good. Kick was wide right. Couldn't say it from here, but your score with 11 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Eagles 38, Hounds 6.
It's actually pretty important that they missed that because a Harrison Beatty field goal would make it 35 again. So Eagles just need to get the ball back and get into field goal range. Quick score and then send everybody home.
See, actually second return of the day for the Eagles. Last time the kick was pretty high and short. Fair caught immediately. We'll see if Giovanni Procaccini gets a chance to return this second kickoff. It's Procaccini and Etienne Tantang, who had a kick return for a touchdown on the first home play of the game earlier this season.
That was a very fun game. Again, another one we won by mercy rule. It's just so good that the seniors against as fierce of a rival as Gilman get to go out with a W and end the regular season with this win. And then feel good heading into next week, which starts the MIA semifinals.
Another high and short kick. Fair caught again by number 22, Nas Riding. It's in the same spot as last time. Eagles will start 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Obviously, Chris Jenner's going to be at quarterback. Nice day off for Preston Howard.
Yeah. So relax on the bench,
deserved.
hype his teammates up.
McDonough takes the ball at the 27-yard line.
See Chris Jenner and Stefan Egby take the field again.
One running back in the backfield, aces formation, two to the left, two to the right.
Jenner hands it off to Stefan Egby. He's brought down by 3 hounds in the backfield, though. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards for the Eagles.
Chase Reddish getting the play, another senior. He's been on this McDonough football team for 4 years.
Knocked down for a loss of 2 yards in the play. 2nd and 12.
Second and long for the Eagles. We'll see if they decide to take to the air again or just keep pounding the ball on the ground. Obviously got their big running back, Stefan Egby, in. You've seen him breaking tackles.
Let's see a flea flicker right here. Okay.
Jenner's under pressure. There's a man behind him. It's another fumble. The ball is out. It's recovered by Egby, it looks like. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
All right, McDonough, come on.
Yeah, let's
take care of business.
Seriously. So Egby managed to come up with that ball. So number 1, Dane Swanson really wanted that screen from Jenner there. He was jumping up and down, wanted the ball, but Jenner didn't see a couple men coming from the blind side. Almost was disastrous for the Eagles.
Now here's where you do the flea flicker. They think you're back. This is like, wow. This is like a 3rd and 40, wow.
Yeah. Like 3rd and 35.
And they do stick with the ground game. Egby gets a little bit of the edge.
A couple yards. Oh my goodness, he coughs the ball up. Needed to get some glue on that guy's hands.
Egby, not. I know it's just garbage time, but
yeah,
only a minute has been wasted from the clock.
That is the most crucial thing about garbage time. Don't turn it over.
Yes.
Keep the ball
and
in your team's hands.
We'll come on for another punt. He's going to look here for the McDonough record for longest punt by net yards.
Yeah. Looks like Beatty's being severely underestimated by Gilman's returner. Oh, there he goes. Keeps backing up.
No, just stay there at the 50, dude. Just watch what happens. They heavy pressured that.
Beatty's kick is to the right. Takes in a great Eagles bounce. Wow.
Nice punt. There is a flag down. Is that running into the kicker?
That is 65-yard punt for Beatty.
Wait, is that a roughing the kicker?
Even if it was, though, it was like 4th and like 35 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't get the personal foul not being an automatic first down high school rule. But it is one of the rules they've got to follow.
The referees discussing what that flag was about. Referees and Gilman players. Looks like they're arguing over this penalty. Eagles special team unit has.
Don't know
like
what's going on.
They're returning towards where they were kicking. Let's see what's going on here. Unfortunately, no longer in the mercy rule. Otherwise, the clock would be running down as they discussed all this.
Sadly, Eagles fans that showed up for the second half have not witnessed anything. Hopefully, they were here with us on the stream for the first, but all the scoring has happened in the first half. There's been one Gilman defensive touchdown in the second. I feel like this McDonough Eagles defense is equal to what the New England Patriots defense has been in fantasy.
No, Eagles defense has looked phenomenal so far, though. They didn't have Curtis Jacobs for today, their stud linebacker, but
did a very good job.
Hasn't looked like they're missing their best player. Eagles defense still been locked down.
And the important part about Gilman missing that field goal is that it brings the points total against the Eagles this year to 99. Just one under 100. So they're still keeping that bragging right of saying that that they have not allowed 100 points this year. I think the next closest team was like Spalding or something. They were nowhere near where this Eagles defense has been.
Yep, just shows you the defensive capability. The referees are still discussing. It's been about three minutes of
13 seconds have come off the clock, interestingly enough. I think the Eagles, I don't know what's.
I have no
It
idea
looks
what's
like the
going on,
special
but
teams unit out there. Kind of looks like the defense, actually. But it wouldn't be for them because it's roughing the kicker. It would be, again, for us to move forward.
And looks like they're bringing everyone back. I think they're going to make them re-kick.
Now they're talking to McDonough.
Jackson Bonnet runs back to talk to the referee. Eagles coaches are saying that they want to decline the roughing the kicker penalty so they don't have to re-kick.
So that's their decision. They get to decline it. Gilman will take over.
Yeah.
From around the 30-yard line.
Ethan Robinson having some conversation with the Hounds players out there.
Right in the midst of them.
Yeah, right in the middle of them.
But it's all good,
Yeah,
good fun. They're shaking
exactly.
hands.
Might be a rivalry, but still sportsmanship.
Maybe they're just deciding whether to end the game or not. It looks like people are shaking hands.
You can see all the teams, the MIA, great sportsmanship, great camaraderie between everyone.
They all know each other through football and other various sports. A lot of these guys do wrestling or lacrosse, as we have many triple and double sport athletes on this McDonough Eagles football team.
What could they possibly be talking about for this long? I mean, they have to be talking about like fantasy scores at this point, right?
Yeah.
There's
Eagles fans that came for the second half are witnessing a thriller.
Yes. Even us up here at the booth, we don't know what the referees are saying,
Now
but we
running
figured
back
it out
to
at
the
this
other
point.
sideline.
They're roughing the kicker penalty. The Eagles want to decline it so they don't have to re-kick. Finally, it looks like the Hounds offense will take the field. Eagles defense grouping up, ready to go. Got 9 minutes left in the second half.
The crowd is very excited. People will finally get moving. Looks like the ball, they will take over around the 25-yard line.
That's where Beatty's bunt, wait, all right. That's where Harrison Beatty's punt was down. It seems like about 10 minutes ago by now, but
yes, what was looking like the fastest McDonough Gilman game ever has been prolonged
quickly
10
stalled.
minutes.
Finally, it looks like gameplay is resumed.
There we go. Gilman only has one running back in the backfield.
Line. Interesting. But they still
heavy line.
It's like a stacked line.
I was
gonna say, it does not look like Gilman has 11 players on the field there. There's another one.
There's big guy. Guess he's heading on the line. No.
Lined up as fullback. Got 4 seconds left on the game clock.
That is a big
Get the playoff. It's gonna be a QB sneak. He's brought down by Quan Williams after a 1-yard gain.
Not a lot there for him.
Clock's running down. Hit the 9-minute mark. It's going to be second and, looks like 2nd and 7. There's a 3-yard gain on that play.
2nd and 7.
See if the Hounds decide to keep the ball on the ground or if they take to the air. Different quarterback in the last play. Oh, he's under pressure by Dom Solis. Throws the ball away. Good move by the Hounds quarterback. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 after that incompletion.
Good job by Dom Solis to let off a little bit, not give them the roughing the passer.
It's good work.
Not taking any more penalties. The incompletion stops the clock. 3rd and pretty long for this Gilman Greyhounds team.
I was going to say the ref spotted the ball incorrectly, but they moved it back up.
There you go. Looks like the quarterback is going out wide now. Yes, he is. Still a very stacked line for Gilman.
He's under pressure again.
Nice.
And good pass breakup. That was number 39, Ethan Robinson,
Been hearing
on the
his
coverage.
name a lot today. He's been playing exceptionally in his time that he's seen the field today. Great job for him. One of the highlights of senior day. Now we just got to try to get him into the end zone.
4th and 7, Gilman.
Yep, 4th down and 7 for the Hounds. They're going to punt the ball away. See Giovanni Procaccini back to return. He's set up around the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Probably going to expect a lot of ground and pound. No incompletions from the Eagles. Do not want to keep this
Procaccini takes the punt off the bounce. He's got a little bit of room. He breaks a tackle. He's going to run back all the way to the other side. He's got a couple blockers in front of him. He could use some room to run. And he's to 30. He's to 20. He's to 10. Touchdown, Eagles! Giovanni Procaccini with the 60-yard punt return.
You start the home standoff like that, and you end it like that. Giovanni making sure that Eagles fans will be home by dinner time.
Got 60 yards on the field, probably covered around 100 yards in running distance.
One of those Madden returns.
He's running one side, broke a tackle, crossed all the way back across the field. Eagles were ready for it. Tons of blockers in front of him, and Procaccini took it to the house.
Giovanni getting his second touchdown of the day. McDonough's own human joystick.
Unfortunately for everyone at the game, mercy rules back into effect.
Yes.
The clock is running. Harrison Beatty comes on for his 6th extra point of the day, looking to stay perfect. Snap is good. Beatty's kick, short, but it's
Good
low,
anyway.
but it's still good.
Giovanni let it bounce a little bit. We
Yeah.
didn't think he was returning at first. Then quick cut there.
Good thing
Went
he
to the
did.
right.
The score is
Went back to the
45
left.
Your score with 7 minutes and 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter is Eagles 45, Greyhounds 6.
That clock keeps running. 39-point lead for the Eagles right now. They will give it back to Gilman. Refs are discussing something again. But the clock continues
Yeah,
running, so
clock
they can
running,
talk
so
all
yeah.
they want now.
Harrison Beatty's out there getting ready for the kickoff. Eagles special teams unit prepares to take the field for, it seems like the 100th time this day. Eagles have been in the end zone so much.
Beatty seeing plenty of action today on senior day, and seniors have been the story of this game. Ethan Robinson, Jackson Bonnets, Harrison Beatty, Chris Jenner, all those guys, Giovanni Procaccini, have been contributing to what is going to be a huge win for the Eagles against our arch rivals, the Gilman Greyhounds.
Beatty lines up for the kickoff. Gilman's got one man back to return, but as we said earlier, it's been touchbacks only for Beatty. He's going to try and continue a streak.
Beatty, watch for one side kick. Oh.
Huge kick from Harrison Beatty. Almost made it through the uprights.
I think it
almost.
I think it hit the crossbar.
But
Which is fine.
Another 1st and 10 for the Hounds from their own 20-yard line. Clock is ticking down. We've made it to 5.5 minutes left in this game.
Eagles fans will get ready. I don't know if there will be a storm into the field today, but if there is, very well deserved. Celebrating the regular season MIA champ McDonough Eagles and an undefeated regular season.
Looks like the Hounds are lining up in a 2 running back set, if you can call that big guy lined up at fullback or running back.
A lot of quarterback draws kind of stuff.
Another designed QB run, running that Wildcat. It's going to be a 5-yard gain for the Hounds.
I think there have been probably maybe under 10 passes thrown this game by Gilman.
Yeah, definitely. 2nd and 5 from their own 30-yard line.
Tackle made by number 29, A.J. Cooper.
Looks like another player in at quarterback.
Yes, what QB has gone out. Here's another pass. Oh, he got past his man.
Uh-oh, he got some separation on the right side. Looks like he got that 1 foot in bounds.
Nice catch.
That's a good catch and throw by the Hounds. That's definitely their best play so far of the day. That was a great catch by number 10 on the sideline. Perfectly placed throw.
Finally got a throw downfield. Number 10, whenever he tried to throw downfield, he always targeted the right side of the field, but it was never available. And with the pressure that's been in his face, there have not been a lot of accurate passes, but That one goes for about 30, I believe.
And the receiver who just caught that ball is now lined up at quarterback. He's going to QB sneak it to the right side.
I think they've done the same play on every first down.
Yeah. That was number 10, it looks like, for the Eagles. That is Demetrius Smith, a freshman, on the tackle there.
See a lot of new faces in there. Jack Dudas, number 3, a junior like me and Jack McKinnell, is out there at safety. Got number 23 in the game.
Yeah, not the players you've been seeing all year, but still obviously very talented football players.
42.
2nd and 7. Oh, they're going to run a. It's like, oh, pass is intended for nobody down the right side of the field. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that was interesting. The clock for some reason stopped.
Hounds were trying to trick play there. It didn't go too well, but
I don't know why the clock is stopped.
Not the most important
there
thing.
There we go, 20, 21, 20.
Got about 3 minutes left in the game. It is 3rd down and, I believe, 8 for the Hounds.
The silver hoop earring was lost in the stands. Please reclaim in the press box. Thank you.
So next week.
Oh, they call intentional grounding on the Hounds, moving back 5 yards.
A little bit of insult to injury on that one. Tried to run a nice little wide receiver flea flicker end around thingy thing, but to no avail. Moving back very, very far. And while they're doing this, this clock's just ticking and ticking and ticking.
3rd down and 12 for the Hounds from the Eagles' 48-yard line. 3rd and long after that intentional grounding penalty. Oh, it's actually 4th down. Interesting. Hounds quarterback looking downfield. The receiver's got some separation, but he's on the coverage.
Nice
that
play.
Was
nice
number
play
19. Good work on the. That was great coverage. Managed to come back. That's Malachi Jones, the sophomore.
Another one of these sophomore contributors that's played well in the limited time he's seen on the field.
Yeah. Receiver got a bit of separation, but Jones was ready, caught up to him. Good pass breakup.
And as we near the 2-minute mark, the Eagles will get a win in the 104th McDonogh Gilman game.
So it's, yeah.
They've gone back-to-back. First time a team has done that in a while. It's been McDonogh Gilman, McDonogh Gilman, McDonogh Gilman for the past couple years.
Yep. That was 4th down there on that play. Pass was incomplete, not even close to the receiver.
But now
it's a turnover on downs, looks like. And a McDonough player down after that play. I believe that's number 74, Xavier Scott, the senior. Hopefully he's all right.
Believe he is. But McDonough takes over as the clock nears a minute. It's just going to be a couple kneels, and McDonough has won the 104th McDonogh Gilman game. And they get to easy win as they look forward to next week, which is going to be when basically a whole new season starts. It's going to be the playoffs.
Yeah.
Everyone is 0-0. And McDonough it will be a home game, so we will be back here announcing it. But it will either be Spalding or Calvert Hall.
Yep.
Spalding gave us a lot of trouble last time when we played them last week. Took that game to overtime. And Calvert Hall we beat pretty handedly here, so definitely be interesting to see who we get. And Eagles fans are flocking to the fence. It is about time that they storm the field in celebration of a perfect season.
And looks like the play clock is less than the game clock. That was the last play of this year's McDonough-Gilman football game.
Teams are lining up to shake hands. The Eagles fans are crowding the entrance, fleeing the student section, ready to embrace this 10-0 McDonough Eagles football team.
McDonough finishes off their undefeated season in the best way possible, destroying their arch rival, the Gilman Greyhounds, at home. Your final score, Eagles 45, Greyhounds 6.
See you next week during the playoff game against either Archbishop Spalding or Calvert Hall. It should be fun as the Eagles continue their pursuit of an MIAA championship. But for right now, we celebrate the win over our arch rivals, and we accept an undefeated season.
Yep, with the regular season winding down, we'd like to thank everyone watching today at the McDonough Press Box. We'd like to congratulate the McDonough Eagles football team on their undefeated regular season. Thanks for watching with us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm Jack McKinnell.
And I am Noah Runner.
We will see you next week for some playoff action.
Go Eagles.